Hello everyone, good morning. This is my eighth day of intermittent fasting, and believe me, I feel great because um, I'll tell you why. Actually, I feel great. My bloating is gone, my tummy is going inside, and I feel good. And believe me, it works. Mine is 14-hour fast and 10-hour eating window. I am making I call this subbies intermittent fasting because uh, nobody does it. People usually do the 16 to 8-hour fast, but mine is 14-hour fast and it works for me. You should make intermittent fasting the way it works for you. Don't make it any rigid. Rules should be followed the way your body adapts to it. So today our topic will be, most people ask me, is it okay to have coffee in the morning for breakfast? Yes, you can. To have a cup of coffee as soon as you wake up in the morning is okay. It's in fact great. But a lot of people feel bad or feel not good when I tell them you can't have it all day long. They get very upset because most of them are addicted to the coffee thing, and it's habitual for them to drink coffee, and their body craves for coffee all the time. So um, it's not good. Here's the point why it is not good, because coffee contains a lot of caffeine, and caffeine is really not good for you. Let me tell you a story about a friend of mine. She was doing intermittent fasting. She was doing a bit longer period of fasting, and she was taking coffee all day long, and in 10 days she was feeling so constipated, bloated, jittery, anxious, palpitation, you name it, weakness, because coffee does affect your nervous system. Your heart palpitates. Too much coffee makes you anxious. Your mood will be like that if you are working. And she's a mother, and she was having a lot of problem because of that. I told her not to take so much coffee. 1 cup of a day is okay, but if you are taking too many of them, thinking that it is, you really rely on it because it has a fat burning effect, it's not good for you. Because what caffeine does to your body, caffeine will rev up your adrenaline. Adrenaline. Okay, it revs up your adrenaline, and this activates your cortisol. So when cortisol is activated, your insulin is also activated. So what's the point of having coffee? It will have an adverse effect to your body. We should not depend on coffee to lose weight. And like um, coffee is a hunger suppressant, and uh, in fact, uh, the coffee beans have insulin resistant nutrients in them, but after you roast it, that will kill it. So coffee does have a lot of good properties in it, but moderation is the key when you are taking coffee. Try to have 1 cup, okay, one big cup in the morning. Now what are you going to add on? That's another story. Here I'm going to tell you that if you're a beginner and if your metabolism high, okay, fine, put 1 spoon of sugar. It does break your fast. But if your metabolism high, one spoon of sugar won't harm your intermittent fasting, because at least you are trying to do something. Because you have to take baby step into intermittent fasting if you are a beginner. So if you take your coffee with 1 teaspoon of sugar, it's okay. It's okay. I forgive you. It doesn't work like your fast is broken, because sugar is sugar. And I prefer that you drink it with the real sugar instead of the artificial sugar, because you shouldn't put chemical in your body so much, because you want to lose weight and you don't want to, you know, stress your body with a lot of chemicals, because chemicals had adverse effect in your body. Apart from sugar and sugar substance like stevia, I don't recommend it. A lot of um, a lot of people do recommend the artificial sugars for your coffee, the sugar, alcohol, or whatever they say that. No, but I would prefer no. Don't rely on all that chemicals. It's not good for you in long run. It's detrimental for your health, for your well-being, for your cells in your body. We are not meant to eat chemicals. We are not made of chemicals. We are not supposed to take chemicals and man-made substitutes. Okay, so uh, coffee does um, perk up your metabolism, but uh, there is the things. Okay, we are talking about the things we can add on. One is sugar, another is unsalted ghee, butter, or cream. You can put that in a small amount, and some people also make it with bullet coffee with MCT oil and coconut oil. But you have to put one thing in consideration, because these things have uh, what do you call it, um, loads of fats, loads of fats in it, and your calorie total count will increase. Obviously, when your fasting window open, you're allowed to eat anything, and when you're eating that food and you add and calculate all the calories together, supposedly you eat whatever you want and you have that coffee thing, and the total calorie count can increase to a point that is not uh, required for you to lose weight, because if you eat surplus of calorie and you're not burning that much, obviously, so it's not good. So you take 1-2 teaspoon of whatever you want to add on your coffee, be it ghee, butter, cream, MCT oil, coconut oil, or even milk and almond milk. But you have to keep it in consideration to keep it to minimum. All right. Apart from that, you can use one more thing in your coffee: cinnamon. Cinnamon, when you will talk about cinnamon in other video, but cinnamon, you should not take it dry. It is a hunger suppressant. It has hunger suppressant qualities, and what cinnamon, if you put it in the liquid, it's good, and you can put it a little bit in your coffee and drink it. So coffee is the good guy, but it can be turned into a bad guy for you if you. Right. What have I left about coffee? So that's all I think. So let's summarize again, because I want to summarize. The main thing is too much caffeine will rev up your adrenaline gland, and that will activate your cortisol, which is a stress hormone, and that will activate your insulin, the bad guy that store fat in your body. So in intermittent fasting, we don't want to do that. All right. In intermittent fasting, in the fasting window, we are not going to activate insulin in our body. When we are not eating, we are not putting any glucose things or carbs in our body, or insulin is not activated. So the body will go to the fat storing place and burn the fat in the body, because when it's hungry, after 1-2 hours, body will start looking for the food. After, like I told you, after 12 hours of fasting, on the 13th hour, the body will start attacking the fat stores to get it the energy. So we are doing 14-hour fast, so in the 13th and the 14th hour, the body is attacking your fat stores. So if you're having coffee between your 10th fasting hour to 14th hour with sugar or whatever, it's not going to work. But if you're a beginner, I tell you, I give you hall pass, have something with sugar, because obviously you're starting a new thing. You can't be so rigid. You're not not disciplined person. Obviously, when you're fat, we all love food and we are not disciplined. So, but look at me, look at me, look at me. It's shrinking. I'm shrinking. This is my 8th day of intermittent fasting and it works like crazy. Keep following my videos and keep feeling motivated. This is Sabi, your friendly dentist. I have another channel that deals with dental problems, but this is only intermittent fasting because it's something I really like to help people. And most of the guys, they only talk about, oh god, strict things, strict rules, but what works for me I'm going to share with you, and every day I'm going to post a video. So stay tuned. Bye. And I just love helping people who are like me, you know, want to lose weight fast. Because of the lockdown we all gained so much weight, so I'm here for you. Bye. See you next time.